Mysterious and macabre secrets of the original Addams Family. Think you know the Addams Family? Think again. Beyond the creepy mansion and finger-snapping theme song lies a treasure trove of surprising secrets. Did you know their house was actually painted pink? Or that Lurch wasn't supposed to talk at all? From groundbreaking romance to an accidental catchphrase, we're uncovering 10 fascinating facts about this iconic family that will change how you see them forever. Get ready to snap your fingers and dive into the unexpectedly colorful world of the Addams Family. 1. Carolyn Jones's transformation into Morticia. Okay folks, let's talk about the amazing transformation Carolyn Jones went through to become the unforgettable Morticia Addams. It wasn't just a quick costume change, it was a major production every single day. We're talking over the 2 hours in the makeup chair. Can you imagine? Think of it. Layers and layers of pale, ghostly foundation, carefully applied to create that signature Morticia pallor. Then, the dramatic eyes. Thick black eyeliner that really made those gorgeous eyes pop. And those luscious lips, a deep crimson red to complete the look. But the real kicker was the hair. It wasn't some cheap wig. Oh no. This was a long, flowing, jet black wig made from real human hair. Talk about commitment. And of course, there was the iconic dress, a tight, figure-hugging black gown that accentuated her elegance. This whole process, day after day, must have been incredibly demanding. But Carolyn Jones, she didn't complain. She embraced the challenge, transforming herself completely into the elegant, mysterious Morticia. She truly understood the character and dedicated herself to bringing her to life, even if it meant spending hours in that makeup chair. That dedication is a testament to her talent and commitment to her craft. 2. Gomez and Morticia, TV's unconventional couple. The Addams Family wouldn't be the Addams Family without Gomez and Morticia, right? Their relationship was unlike anything else on television back in the 1960s. Forget those stiff, formal couples you saw on other shows. Gomez and Morticia. Their love was fiery, passionate, and totally unique. John Astin's Gomez was completely smitten with Carolyn Jones's Morticia. It was electric, but here's something interesting. They never kissed on the lips. Never. Instead, Gomez would shower Morticia with kisses on her arm, her hand, her cheek, adding a touch of mystery and intrigue to their already captivating relationship.
De la toadstool.
You spoke French.
Later.
It was a deliberate choice, and it worked perfectly. It was revolutionary for the time. Think about it. A married couple on TV, deeply and passionately in love, but expressing that love in a way that was subtle and sophisticated. They showed a different kind of intimacy, proving that romance didn't need over-the-top displays of affection to be powerful and believable. Their unique approach made their bond all the more compelling and memorable. 3. The dangerous secret of Gomez's suit pockets. You know, Gomez Addams was almost always seen puffing on a cigar, right? Well, that seemingly small detail led to a pretty interesting and somewhat dangerous secret behind the scenes. John Astin, the actor who played Gomez, had a habit of just popping in his lit cigars into his suit pockets when he was done with them. Now you can imagine the potential for disaster. The wardrobe department knew this, so they cleverly lined Gomez's suit pockets with asbestos to prevent any accidental fires. It sounds crazy now, I know. But back then, asbestos was a commonly used fire-retardant material. We know better now, of course. Asbestos is incredibly dangerous, a serious health hazard. This little story is a great example of how safety standards were totally different back then. It gives us a fun, slightly unsettling glimpse behind the curtain of a classic TV show, reminding us just how much things have changed over the years. 4. The pink walls of the Addams mansion. The 64 episodes of The Addams Family, filmed in black and white, perfectly enhanced the character's spooky charm. Morticia's flowing black gown, Wednesday's stark Victorian dress, and the gloomy mansion backdrop have become iconic images. We all picture the Addams Family house as this dark, gloomy mansion, right? But here's a fun fact. The actual set was surprisingly bright. The walls were painted in vibrant shades of pink, seafoam green, reds, and turquoise. It sounds completely different from what we imagined, doesn't it? The reason for this colorful choice was clever. Remember, the show was filmed in black and white. Those bright colors created amazing contrasts on the screen, which surprisingly helped to enhance that spooky, gothic atmosphere. The show's creators intentionally chose black and white filming over color, believing it better captured that gothic feel. It was a stylistic choice, but also a subversive one. Looking at color photos of the set today, it's almost like a secret joke. They're playing with our expectations of what creepy looks like. Dark doesn't automatically equal spooky. In fact, the vibrant colors actually amplified the show's unique brand of quirky darkness. And it wasn't just the set. The costumes were designed with the black and white aesthetic in mind, too. So the colors you see in those still photographs, they're not just randomly picked. They're carefully chosen to look different and create the intended effect on screen. It was all part of their overall creative vision, a wonderfully clever blend of art and technology. 5. WIZZO, a computer, ahead of its time. Hey, did you know the Addams Family had their own computer? Way ahead of its time, this machine was called WIZZO, and it was actually a UNIVAC computer. Pretty impressive for a 1960s sitcom, huh? WIZZO first popped up in the episode The Addams Family Splurges. Remember that one? The Addams Family was planning a trip to the moon, and WIZZO was used to figure out just how much that extravagant adventure would cost. Pretty handy for such an outlandish family. Then, WIZZO made a return appearance in the very last episode, Gomez, the People's Choice. This time, WIZZO helped Gomez with his mayoral campaign, proving to be just as useful in politics as it was for space travel. A true technological marvel for its day, even for a family as unusual as the Addams. 6. A real-life haunted mansion? Okay, so you think the Addams Family house was just a movie set? Think again. It was a real house, located at 21 Chester Place in Los Angeles. The producers definitely spruced it up, using special effects and clever camera angles to make it look even spookier for the show. But it was a genuine location with a past all its own. That house changed owners many times over the years, and each owner seemed to add to its colorful, sometimes mysterious history. It's almost like the house itself had a personality, making it the perfect choice for the Addams family's unique home. Unfortunately, that real-life haunted mansion was demolished in the late 1960s. It was more than just losing a building. It felt like a loss of history, a blend of real-life stories and the fictional tales of the Addams family. But even though the physical house is gone, its image lives on. It's forever etched in our memories thanks to that iconic opening sequence, which is a lasting tribute to 21 Chester Place. 7. Uncle Fester and the Coogan Act. Uncle Fester, despite his rather intimidating look, sunken eyes, no eyebrows, is actually the gentlest soul in the Addams family. And like his nephew Pugsley, he has a soft spot for comic books. It's a fun little detail that adds a surprising layer of warmth to his eccentric persona. Jackie Coogan's journey from child stardom is a dramatic Hollywood story. Born in 1914, Coogan starred alongside Charlie Chaplin in The Kid, 1921. This role catapulted him to fame, but at a cost. As he grew older, he discovered that his parents had squandered his fortune. The legal battle that ensued was a public spectacle, shining a light on the exploitation of child actors. Though the court ruled in Coogan's favor, he received only a small portion of his earnings. This led to the creation of the California Child Actors Bill, the Coogan Act, in 1939. This law established legal protections for child performers, mandating that a portion of their earnings be set aside in a trust. In 1935, Coogan survived a car accident that killed his father and several others. Despite these calamities, Coogan continued acting, finding success in television as Uncle Fester in the 1960s. 8. Ted Cassidy's double duty, Lurch and Thing. Ted Cassidy wasn't just Lurch, the towering, gentle giant of the Addams Family. He also played Thing, that disembodied hand, and that was no small feat. Cassidy was incredibly tall, which made getting just his hand on camera for Thing's scenes a real challenge. To play Thing, Cassidy had to lie on a cart, his arm reaching through a hole in a box, completely hidden from view. Ingenious, yes, but it must have been incredibly uncomfortable and physically demanding. Whenever a scene needed both Lurch and Thing, they'd use a different actor for Thing. It shows just how much work went into making this show, how dedicated everyone was. So next time you see Thing's spooky movements, remember the effort Ted Cassidy put in. He was a truly versatile actor, and his dual roles as Lurch and Thing are a testament to his talent and dedication. His contributions often go unnoticed, but they were incredibly important to the show's success. Which Addams Family character resonates most with you, and what is it about them that appeals to you? You rang? An improvised catchphrase. Lurch, the Addams Family's butler, wasn't always the chatty guy we remember. He was originally written to be completely silent. But during filming of the very first episode, Ted Cassidy, the actor playing Lurch, spontaneously said, "You rang?" The show's creators immediately recognized the magic in those two simple words. It was perfect, completely unscripted, yet it totally changed Lurch's character.
You rang.
"You rang?" became a catchphrase, instantly iconic. This one little improvisation gave Lurch so much more depth. It highlighted the contrast between his imposing size and his gentle, soft-spoken nature. It was a brilliant stroke of genius, and it didn't stop there. Cassidy's improvisation inspired the other actors to take more creative risks too. A single, unscripted moment changed the show forever. 10. About the creator, Charles Addams. Charles Addams, born in 1912, had a surprisingly normal upbringing in Westfield, New Jersey. He was an only child, raised in a loving family, a stark contrast to the macabre world he'd create later. He once joked that his childhood was too happy for a truly interesting backstory. Even as a kid, he loved playing pranks, exploring spooky places like graveyards and abandoned buildings, and drawing grim scenes. He had a fascination with the darker side of life from a very young age. In high school, he discovered a talent for illustration and went to art school in New York. While still a student, he made his first sale to the New Yorker in 1932, a window cleaner sketch that earned him a cool $7.50. Davis, his biographer, stated, "Addams was one of the rare individuals who made a living through art throughout his entire life. He remained with the New Yorker until the very end, which afforded him a luxurious and glamorous lifestyle. He owned an apartment overlooking MoMA's sculpture garden, drove a Bugatti and a Bentley, dated Jackie Kennedy not long after her husband's assassination, and was always at the top of everyone's dinner party guest list." Works about the Addams Family. The Addams Family story began modestly in 1938 with a single-panel cartoon in the New Yorker. That first cartoon showed a hapless salesman trying, and failing, to sell a vacuum cleaner to this creepy family living in an equally creepy house. It was the beginning of something truly unique. Charles Addams created the Addams Family as a delightfully twisted parody of the perfect American family. His simple cartoons showed these unusual characters finding joy in the macabre and the unexpected. Decorating a dead tree for Christmas, borrowing a neighbor's beaker to hold cyanide, perfectly normal Addams Family activities. Readers loved their darkly humorous antics. Over his career, Addams created over 1,300 cartoons for The New Yorker, with 58 featuring the Addams Family. In a time when newspapers were a major source of entertainment, these cartoons were both surprising and strangely appealing. But the Addams Family's true fame exploded in 1964 with the TV show. It was a massive success then, and remains incredibly popular today. The TV series softened the darker edges of the original cartoons, opting for a more lighthearted, family-friendly approach. What started as small comic strips, earning Addams $85 apiece, has become a multi-million-dollar empire, spanning television, movies, animation, and more. Why is the Addams Family considered the model of a perfect family? When you picture the ideal family, do you envision the Cleavers from the Leave It to Beaver, the Bradys, the Seavers from the Growing Pains? Most people do. But one person I know actually considers the Addams Family the perfect family. At first I thought that was crazy. I mean, they let their kids play with dynamite. But after hearing their reasoning and watching a few episodes myself, I've changed my mind. Sure, they have dark personalities, a taste for the macabre. They love thunderstorms, but isn't that just like our appreciation for sunrises? They're happy, positive people, and they find beauty in the world, even if their definition of beauty is a little unique. The truth is, how many of us actively seek out the wonder and excitement life offers? The Addams Family shows us that being different, even a little spooky, doesn't stop you from having a loving, supportive, and truly happy family. They celebrate life's oddities, and in a way, that's pretty inspiring. The Addams Family are surprisingly affectionate. Gomez showering Morticia with compliments on her beauty, or Morticia's knowing glance and a simple, "Come home soon." Their passion is palpable, even after all these years. Their connection goes beyond just romantic desire. It's a deep bond rarely seen on sitcoms. Watch closely, and you'll notice one always subtly touches the other. A hand on an arm, a comforting touch. It's a constant reassurance of love and support. When it comes to intimacy, they respect each other's boundaries. Gomez might be eager for affection, but if Morticia's tired or not in the mood, he respects that immediately. In fact, it's often Morticia who initiates physical affection. She's confident, comfortable in her own skin, and true to her desires. This level of respect and understanding is something we don't often see on modern shows. If you take the time to watch the original 1964 black and white series, you'll discover a remarkably modern and mature portrayal of a relationship. Morticia and Gomez disagreed, of course, but rarely did those disagreements turn into full-blown arguments. Think about other sitcoms from that era. Often, the wife would express her opinion, but the husband ultimately made the decisions. Or, in more modern shows, you see parents bickering about minor details, the mother often seeming to look down on the father. But Morticia and Gomez were different. They were true partners. When conflict arose, they sat down, talked things through calmly, brainstormed solutions, and worked together. They were equals, focused on solving the problem, not on winning. It's a fantastic example of a healthy relationship, one every couple could learn from. And they were exceptional parents, too. Their children were well-behaved, bright, respectful, a testament to their parenting style, which they clearly learned from their own parents. Morticia and Gomez were the epitome of what we'd now call conscious parenting. They're an inspiring example for families today. The Addams Family were exceptional listeners truly trying to understand their children. They didn't automatically punish. They sought to understand the why behind their children's actions. Remember when Pugsley joined the Boy Scouts? It was a challenge for everyone, but instead of forcing him to quit, they talked to him, sought expert advice, and supported each other through the whole thing. Ultimately, Pugsley worked through his issues and returned to his usual self, feeling loved and accepted. And make no mistake, when their children needed protection, Morticia and Gomez were fiercely protective. Like when Wednesday came home crying about a story in her school book about a dragon being killed, Morticia instantly comforted her.
The dragon!
What dragon? Who killed the dragon?
Listening to her sad little song. The Addams Family, true to form, weren't satisfied, demanding changes to the school curriculum. They were firm in their convictions, but sensitive in their approach, achieving their goal without resorting to threats or force. We might not all be keen on blowing up trains or letting our kids play with axes, but the Addams Family offers valuable lessons about marriage, parenting, and life itself. Their model of communication, support, and respect is something we can all aspire to. 13. The Addams Family series, a decades-long phenomenon. Created in 1938 for the New Yorker, Charles Addams's Addams Family comic strip was an instant hit. This wealthy, aristocratic family, with their unusual hobbies and macabre lifestyle, lived apart from the ordinary world, unconcerned with others' opinions. Yet they weren't unkind. In fact, they were remarkably kind and friendly to everyone. The Addams Family isn't just a movie. It's a genuine American pop culture icon of the late 20th century, beloved in both its live-action and animated forms. At the heart of the family is Gomez Addams, a charming businessman who enjoys cigars and crashing model trains. His wife, Morticia, is a powerful, enigmatic woman, often described as having witch-like powers. Her pale skin and elegant black gowns create a look that is both luxurious and seductive. Their children Wednesday and Pugsley are equally unique. Wednesday, the elder daughter, is known for her chilling beauty and her penchant for torturing and terrifying others, much to her parents' delight. Pugsley, her younger brother, is often the victim of her pranks, but also a willing accomplice in their mischievous schemes. He's a wild child with a passion for strange inventions. Together, this family forms a uniquely captivating and enduring image in American popular culture. The 1964 Addams Family television series, broadcast on ABC, is considered the original, foundational version of this beloved story. It was an immediate hit, captivating audiences with its quirky characters and macabre humor. Filmed in black and white, the series amplified the Addams family's strange and eccentric nature. Images of Morticia in her flowing black gown and Wednesday in her stark black and white Victorian dress, set against the backdrop of the gloomy mansion, have become iconic. The 1991 and 1993 versions of The Addams Family, the 1991 film The Addams Family and its 1993 sequel, Addams Family Values, hold a special place in the hearts of fans. The 1991 film, starring Angelica Houston, Raul Julia, and Christina Ricci, became an instant classic. The sequel saw the return of almost the entire original cast, further cementing the film's legendary status. Both films captured the essence of this eccentric family in a way that resonated deeply with audiences. The outstanding performances and overall quality of both films led to nominations from 3 of the most prestigious film awards: the Oscars, Golden Globes, and BAFTAs. Such recognition is a rare accomplishment for comedies, highlighting the impact and artistic merit of these 2 Addams Family films. The 2019 version of The Addams Family. The 2019 animated Addams Family film was a welcome return for fans eager to see this iconic family back on screen. This version is considered the most faithful to Charles Addams's original 1938 cartoons, both in terms of visual style and the characters' personalities. The Addams Family 2019 film boasts a lively and captivating soundtrack, building on the musical successes of previous adaptations. The score was composed by the acclaimed duo Michael and Jeff Dana. Michael Dana is an Oscar and Golden Globe winner for his work on Life of Pi and an Emmy winner for World Without End. Jeff Dana is known for his contributions to the Resident Evil film franchise. Beyond the original score, The Addams Family features fresh arrangements of classic Addams Family tunes, giving them a familiar yet new feel. Haunted Heart by Christina Aguilera, Tango de Amor, and the iconic Addams Family theme are all present. Adding a modern twist, rapper Snoop Dogg, known for hits like Drop It Like It's Hot, performs My Family and also voices the character of Cousin It. Adding another surprising element, the film even incorporates a rendition of My Heart Will Go On, the theme song from the Titanic. The combined talent involved ensures that the Addams Family is a treat for the ears as well as the eyes, offering a rich and engaging musical experience. This fresh take on the Addams Family, released decades after the 1993 live-action sequel, proved that their appeal remains strong. The film's impressive box office performance, earning nearly $130 million worldwide, demonstrates the enduring popularity of this delightfully macabre family. The 2022 version of The Addams Family. The 2022 Wednesday series, a new take on the Addams Family mythos, demonstrates the enduring fascination with this spooky clan. Focusing on Wednesday Addams, the series offers a modern interpretation of her character. While these changes have sparked some debate among fans who feel it strays from the original, the series has undeniably generated significant buzz. Its popularity is undeniable, consistently topping Netflix's most-watched lists. While opinions differ on this modern interpretation, the series undeniably proves that the Addams Family's allure remains potent. Each adaptation, with its unique approach, continues to captivate audiences. 14. More behind-the-scenes secrets. Let's dive into some fascinating behind-the-scenes secrets about the Addams Family. Name game. Believe it or not, the Addams Family characters were nameless in Charles Addams's original cartoons. Those iconic names, Gomez, Morticia, Wednesday, Pugsley, were created specifically for the television series. Set recycling. Talk about resourceful. Some of the props and set pieces used on the Addams Family were actually recycled from the movie The Unsinkable Molly Brown, method mugging deterrent. John Aston, who played Gomez, developed a crazed look to deter potential muggers in real life. He then adapted this same look for his portrayal of Gomez, adding to the character's eccentric charm. Lurch's chart. Topper. Ted Cassidy, the actor who played Lurch, actually recorded a novelty song called The Lurch, inspired by his character. Unexpectedly wholesome. Despite its dark humor and macabre themes, The Addams Family was surprisingly praised by some for its positive depiction of family values and its celebration of unconventional families. It's a reminder that even the spookiest families can be loving and supportive. 15. Deeply intertwined with American pop culture. The Addams Family is considered one of the iconic pop culture works of late 20th century America. For this reason, every version of the film has created a sensation and earned the lasting affection of audiences. The Addams Family's enduring popularity is undeniable, proven by its numerous adaptations across various media. The family has graced the small screen 6 times and the big screen 4 times in the United States alone, each version generating excitement and critical acclaim. Beyond film and television, the Addams Family has appeared in video games, novels, and even a stage musical. Vic Mizzy's iconic finger-snapping theme song originally composed for the 1964 television show, remains instantly recognizable and has been reused in countless adaptations. The Addams Family has become such a staple of American pop culture that their imagery is a perennial Halloween favorite. While there have been many adaptations, a big-screen animated feature had been missing until 2019. That film's near $130 million global box office gross proves the Addams Family's enduring appeal. The story of this delightfully strange family continues to resonate with audiences of all ages, and that's a wrap. Did you grow up watching the original Addams Family? Who was your favorite character? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Who Remembers, and I'll see you next time for more fascinating trips down memory lane.